All right, welcome to another Marriage Minute. In our last segment, we talked about cutting the cord of allegiance, that loyalty that it needs to be with a couple. In this segment, we wanted to talk about cutting the cord of dependence, and another foundational piece to couples making sure that they get off on the right track and continue in that right track. But if you were to cut the cord of dependence, and fill that in, what does that look like in marriages when they do or don't do that?
I think a real basic one that we see today is money. Often couples, they're either been living on their own or they come from their parents' house, and so they're used to a different, comfortability level, and so they're gonna expect that their new, financial situation is gonna be maybe like that, and that could cause some issues. Or I think another one
They're going
is
to be living at the same level that their
yes.
parents, who have worked for 40 years at full time and everything, that they're going to be able to get married and live at that same level, which just isn't true.
No.
Yeah. Where else? What other
I
areas?
think
of
another
dependence
area is in moving. Oftentimes, wives especially, they might not be supportive of a move that their husband would like for them to make or need to make, and that they are going to feel that dependence to be, no, you have to fit into my family here. I'm not going to go and be dependent totally on you by moving somewhere else. So I think that is a big one.
Yeah, I'm going to depend still on my parents and that family tie, as opposed to where God is maybe leading us as a family. And it's tough, and some of those
Absolutely.
moves are difficult, and cutting that cord of dependence is difficult when you have strings attached for money and a credit line with parents, or you have that dependence on your spouse as opposed to family that you know can be trusted and you've been around for a long time.
Right.
It's scary.
Yeah, and it adds just extra pressure in a marriage if you have to owe money back or to pay that to family, that's going to cause just family issues, as well as if you're not willing to be supportive and to move, that's going to cause actually years of issues down the line of just not fully going together.
Being one flesh, in that idea of being one and that oneness that I think is God honoring and really moving toward. So those are a couple of ideas in regards to cutting the cord of dependence. It happens in so many other ways, but at least will get you thinking about it. So that's our segment for cutting the cord of dependence and on our Marriage Minute.